G'day guys, Dilly Dog here. I'd like to welcome you all back to the channel. Now in today's video we'll be continuing the channel's new series called What Tier Are They? Where basically I play as every single legend for a day or so and compare my initial tier list, which I made at the start of Season 5, and see if my thoughts were correct or not. So guys, the legend we'll be taking a look at today is Gibraltar. So before we get into the video guys, I would just like to remind you to quickly click the subscribe button with the notification bell turned on so you guys are notified on upcoming videos. But anyway guys, let's get into why we're all here, to find out what tier is Gibraltar. So I think we all know how good Gibraltar is in Apex Legends for the basic reason that he's the ultimate support legend, but it's also near impossible to beat in a 1v1 fight. However, Gibraltar has received a slight nerf in Season 5 with his Dome Shield nerfed from 18 seconds to 12 seconds. Now this is yet again a slight nerf for Gibby after getting a nerf to his gun shield back a few updates ago, with his shield guarding 50 health now instead of 75. So the people at Respawn have started to see that Gibraltar is probably the most overpowered legend in Apex, and have started to put him in a position where he's still a viable legend, but not overpowered. So for people who haven't been playing Apex for very long, may be wondering, how did Respawn make Gibraltar so powerful? So the reason for this was because of how bad Gibraltar was at the launch of Apex Legends. So let's go back in time and have a look at the changes that Gibby has received.
All I see is the day in front of us.
Okay, well maybe not that far back. So anyway, when Apex Legends launched, there were 3 legends with big hitboxes. These legends were Pathfinder, Caustic, and Gibraltar. So this was soon fixed in a patch before Season 1, however, this did help Pathfinder, but unfortunately this only slightly improved Caustic and Gibby with these hitbox adjustments, so in the next patch, the new perk Fortified was given to both of them, which at the time reduced only 10% of damage taken. And remember, this was all in Season 1, so you can imagine how bad Gibraltar was before these few changes. So the Fortified perk was also buffed in a patch or two later, when the damage reduction was increased from 10% to 15%. And to add on to that, another perk was added to the Fortified ability, which would make Caustic and Gibraltar immune to slowing effects from weapon fire. So a few patches later, and Gibraltar had received another buff. This time was to his gun shield. Now this buff increased his gun shield damage intake from 50 to 75. So after all these changes to Gibraltar, you may be thinking, Gibraltar must be a decent legend now. Well, Respawn had other ideas, because in the Season 3 update, Gibraltar received some big buffs. So when Season 3 rolled around, the patch notes were released, and Gibraltar had about a huge paragraph of buffs. So these buffs included that if you're inside the dome, you'll be able to heal 25% faster. He can throw his Dome Shield 60% further. However, they did increase the cooldown from 20 seconds to 30 seconds. Then he received some buffs to his ultimate ability, which was a decreased cooldown from 4.5 minutes to 3 minutes, an increased throwing distance of 36%, but this would only last for 6 seconds instead of 8 seconds. So again, after all these buffs in Season 3, you'd think they'd be done. Oh no, they weren't done yet. They had one more perk for Gibraltar, which was the fact that if you were downed inside his dome, Gibraltar, if he rezzed you, it would be much faster. I mean, I'm sorry, but come on Respawn, really, I mean, that was ridiculous. Not only did he have an extra 75 health with his gun shield, but if you down one of his teammates, he can res them super fast. I mean, this was unbelievable at the time. Now, since all these changes to Gibraltar, they have started now to nerf him and bring him back from God status. However, there still is more to be done. So in the last 2 updates, Gibraltar has received 2 separate nerfs, which the first one was to his gun shield, was reduced from 75 health to 50 health. And now in the most previous update, he received a nerf to his Dome Shield, lasting only 12 seconds instead of 18. So I think after this stroll down memory lane, I think it's time to see where I think Gibraltar belongs on this tier list. So in my preview to this series, I placed Gibraltar in S tier. And you know what? I think it may be time to throw a bit of a curveball in here and place him directly in S tier. If it wasn't obvious, Gibraltar is still one of the top legends in Apex right now, and still needs some nerfs to bring him back from full-on God status. So I do have a few theories on what I believe they can do to Gibraltar to make him either a full-blown support legend or an offensive threat. So first of all, I think in both facets, I believe Gibraltar should lose his gun shield altogether. Now I know that's his passive ability, but I do have a few ideas on what Respawn could do with his passive ability. So if Gibraltar was to be a full-blown supportive legend in Apex, I believe his passive ability should be the fact that he res his teammates faster in his Dome Shield. Now I know he already has this ability, But if you think about it, Caustic's passive ability only works when he's in his gas. So I believe that Gibraltar should just get the same treatment and have the ability to res his teammates faster in his dome be his passive ability. Now secondly, if we saw Gibraltar as more of an offensive legend, I have a theory on what Respawn could do to change Gibraltar. So first of all, I would get rid of his dome shield and instead replace it with a force field that if you shoot an enemy through the force field, it deals more damage. Similar to Baptist in Overwatch, who can deploy a force field that if his teammate shoots through, they deal double damage. So, on the offensive side of Gibraltar, I'm unsure of what a passive ability could be. Maybe leave a comment below on what you guys believe could be a good offensive passive ability for Gibraltar. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of What Tier Are They? If you did, make sure to leave a like on this video and also subscribe to the channel for more Apex Legends content. Now for the rest of this video, will just be the rest of a winning game I had using Gibraltar. So anyway guys, Dilly Dog will catch us all later.
Throwing Arc Star. Frag out.
Alright, there's a caustic inside there.
Throwing Thermite. Throwing Thermite.
Oh, there's a, yeah, that's right.
Already on my mark. Firing
Push up
for
a bit.
Hey, I'm getting shot. Recharging. Healing up. Give me a sec.
Alright, push him.
Taking damage.
Yeah, that guy, oh, his flesh, he's so one. He's gotta be joking. Yeah, he's back behind that rock over there. Yeah, I'm going for him ult.
Calling the airstrike.
Loading.
Nice. Oh, he's so low. Just push him. Stop it. Oh, he's behind that wall. Yeah, he's an easy kill. Yeah,
Crable here.
ooh, Cradle. I'm not very good with the Cradle.
Gotta heal. Taking a knee. Hostile over there. Contact.
Oh, flash, he's flash. I just broke it. Get into the alleyway. Yeah, nice, guys. That's it, move in, shit. Oh, it's not a team, crap. That's it, I'm moving in. I think we'll go on the storm. Someone here? Okay. Ah, kill him. It's alright, we'll go.
Give me my shields to recharge.
Nice. Keep this up.
Gotta heal. Taking a knee.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to push in somewhere here. I don't know, there's one at the front. Right? 150. Let's get through my ult. Just come back inside.
Airstrike. Charging shield. Reloading.
Cover me if you can.
Heads up. Grenade.
Shit, it's already now. At the front, give me. Oh no, knock the Bangalore. Give me out the front. Kill the Bangalore. I'm healing. Oh shit. Hang on. I'm coming.
Reloading. Healing up. Give me a sec.
Don't finish him, please. Don't finish him.
Taking fire. Put the lead down range.
Not far from the ring. Reloading.
Dead. They're all dead.
Finish the squad. Job done.
You're the kill leader. Looks like a care package is coming in. Big dings in that target over there.
Ah, crap, I got down. There's Bangalore here. There's not a Bangalore bar up there. Go back out. Guys.
Check out this way.
No quarter given. You'll be all right. I gotcha.
Thank you.
Body shield here. Level 4. Smoke out. Backpack here. Level 4.
There's a red shield in there. Look at that. Yeah, it's possible to beat Gibraltar with a red shield.
Come and get your birthday present.
Contact.
Incoming. I'm hit. Could use some help. Throwing some cover for
Tango down.
1 minute. Rings nearby.
Kill confirmed.
I'll put him in the stone basement. There you go. I'll be right. You have to push in a minute.
I need energy ammo.
Give me a
I
sec.
can't need energy ammo if you see any guys.
45 seconds. Ring ain't far.
I got top. Well, how are we gonna play this? Yeah, pushing out, pushing out. There's a caustic inside with a crypto.
Rings close.
Oh, he's behind this pole. I think it's a mirage. No, it's a gut. It's a caustic. Oh, he's flesh. He's flesh. Got him. Knock him.
One down.
Knock the caustic inside. Don't know where anyone else is. Yeah, grab an energy.
Check the feed, boys. Only one more squad left.
Alright. I don't know where anyone else is though.
Not too far from ring. Got 10.
They gotta be upstairs.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Where are they?
Warning. Ring closing.
Rings moving.
Let's displace here.
Just get in ring, get in ring, get in ring. We gotta get in ring now. Let's go throw my ult onto their heads. Oh, actually, wait, no. Oh, should I throw it? I don't know. Oh, I'll just push in ring.
Heads up. Dropping the pain.
Oh yeah, I'll throw it now.
Signaling
That's all
an
I know.
airstrike.
Yep, let's go. Try and block this team now, over here. Oh, they're pushing. Oh, there's a crypto. Must be out the back there. Oh no, he hit me with his stun. BMP.
Giving my shields a
I don't
recharge.
see him anywhere.
Give me a sec. Recharging shields.
They gotta be back here somewhere. Where are they? Wait, hang on.
Contact.
They're down here, they're down here, they're down here. I think all three of them are down there. There's one up on the hill. There's one on me, there's one on me. Right, alright. Knees drop.
Nearby. 1 minute till
Crypto. Down the crypto. Oh, they're dead. Oh, yeah, we won. Oh, nice, guys.
You are the Apex Champions.